Hello, yeah, shock horror. It's another Commander Lucosa video. Brace yourself for another shock of epic proportions, but it's going to be another exploration video. Now, at the end of the last one, you will have seen that I have made it to 1,407 systems. Actually, you wouldn't have seen that because there's a few more that have been added since the end of the last one. And profits from exploration is up to 12,284,169, with level 2 detail scans up to 2,312. Now, I thought that would be enough to get me onto the next rank, which is Ranger. It turns out it isn't, although in some instances that has been enough, well, at least in terms of profits. So I'm thinking, well, not so much thinking, it's rather obvious that there is more than just profits involved, and I suspect it's actually the number of level 2 detailed scans, because I do it the very quick and lazy way where I scan hardly anything in the system. I don't have very many level 2 detailed scans in comparison to the profits I've made or the number of systems visited. So that's what's probably holding me back. Nevertheless, this next trip that I'm doing, which is by far my most ambitious, is definitely going to get me to the Ranger rank one way or the other. Now, I am in the how the hell do you pronounce this? Okinuki system, which is a Federation system, so much for my promise that I will not be coming back to the Federation. But it is somewhat on the outskirts. There are a few independent systems out here, you know, carrying on this direction, but not many. And after those, there are still a few more industrial, a few more Federation systems, but I am pretty close to the edge. Okay, it would appear I'm not as close to the edge as I thought I was. Nevertheless, this is where I am. This is where I'm starting anyway. And already in the Cephei sector, which came as a bit of a surprise. It would appear that the Cephei sector, well, doesn't carry on for as far as I thought, but nevertheless it does go on for quite a way. Now, well, there's no two ways about it. This is where I am going to first of all. VV Cephei, 2,333.66 light years away. That's my first like ultimate destination. Now, depending on how I feel once I've got here, because that's, I mean, a return trip of just under or just over 4.6 thousand light years, which will be the longest I've done. In fact, the trip just out here will be closer to the furthest I've done in any return trip. But you can see a bit of a clue as to where I can go from here, because Elephant's Trunk Nebula is actually not that much further on from where I am now, or where I will be when I get to VV Cephei. And as you can see, it is most definitely a planetary nebula, so it could be worth checking out. Now, there's almost no chance of any of those systems being undiscovered. GM Cephei looks like one that will be worth going to within there, and as you can see, it's over 2,500, so it's a long way from where I am at the moment, but it's not going to be that far away from VV Cephei. And if I then feel like it, after I've checked out this place, the next system would be KY Cygni, and this one is a hell of a long way. So it's 4,901.08 light years from where I am, which means it's going to be another 2,000 plus light years from the Elephant's Trunk Nebula. So that will be a return trip of over 10,000 light years. A long fucking way. Now obviously all of these trips are well over the 1,000 light year limit as far as where I can plot a course to. So I've made a note of a system that's on the way, and that is Regia JN-K D8-30, as you can see, 992.31 light years, and I can plot a course for it. It's one that does take me a bit out of the way. In fact, it may be better if I just went here. So I'll make a note that that's the new final destination. So 976.73 light years away. That's a long old way. 37 jumps to get me to that one. Now I have made a bit of a change to my ASP as a result of how far this journey is. I've not changed anything here. It's still the cannons and the burst lasers because, well, I don't really need to go mad with the old weaponry. But it's in the internals where I've made the change. Now, the auto field maintenance units, I think with a journey this far, especially if I carry on going to KY Cygni, I am going to need it, because the integrity of the ship is going to absolutely plummet, which means that the damage that it will start to take is going to start impacting on systems. So I've bought the auto field maintenance unit, and the fact that I can only fit a B3 because I don't want to replace the class 5 fuel scoop or the class 6 shield generator. The fact that I've only got the class 3 means I doubt that's going to be enough, so I've bought 3 of them. That should certainly be enough. But if that isn't enough, then there's something seriously wrong. I mean, I'll be using them pretty bloody sparingly. I went with class Bs over class As for one reason only. I mean, okay, they are a lot cheaper, but I mean, I've got 33.9 million in the balance. That's not an issue. But the class Bs, or rather the B rated ones, okay, the amount of damage that they will repair is slightly lower. It's about 12 point something lower, but they have more ammo than the A rated ones. So I figured, right, I'll go with the greater ammo. So that's why I went with the B rateds. And as I say, I've got 3 of them. That should be enough. Everything else is the same. If it's not A, then it's D. That's assuming I can change it. Obviously the C rated fuel tank. So the A rated stuff because I need that performance, and the D rated stuff to shed mass. Shield scoops and auto field maintenance units don't have any mass, so I can fit the bees on there without any issue. Now all of those fields, all those auto field maintenance units rather, use an awful lot of power. So these two are switched off. I mean, for one thing, you don't need all three running at the same time. You're only going to use, only going to use them one at a time. So these two are off. I'll only switch them on when I need to, i.e. when I run out of ammo from the previous one. I've also switched off the cargo hatch because my ship now has no cargo capacity of any kind, so there's no point in having the cargo hatch operating. And that is everything. That's the ship. Right. Now, although I've already laid in the course, I do have a bit of a detour to make already. I noticed the system VV Cephei. Chances are there's not going to be a whole lot there, but it caught my eye. I'll give that a look. Now there's almost certainly not going to be anything there, so it's not going to be worth putting in the video. So it is 3:25 on Tuesday afternoon. Let's see how long it will be before this video is going on to YouTube. I somehow doubt it's going to be done today, because although I do tend to race through my exploration compared to many, the bottom line is I've got 36 jumps to make. Was it 36? No, I can't check now. It was about 36 or 37 to get me less than halfway. So yeah, I think it's going to be a while before this video is ready, even if I only go to the first destination. I must be fucking mad. And the thing is, compared to some players, Commander Mono, Commander Ripperjack, this isn't that far. They've gone way out into the fuck only knows where. And okay, yeah, they made a fortune by exploration standards, and I know that Commander Mono made it to Ranger while still having 90 pages of data still to sell. So yeah, you can make quite a bit of money and race through the ranks. Bloody hell. Okay, this star is a lot bigger than I was expecting. I mean, it's not enormous, 49.7 away from it, so well, it's not too bad. It's bound to be an orange giant. There we go. And another star in this system, which is within range. So already it's been worth making my little detour. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, you can clearly make decent money and race through the ranks if you do the right sort of trips, which, to be honest, I haven't been doing. And some would say that doing 2,500 light year round trips is a long old way, but in comparison to some exploration trips that people have done, it's fuck all nowhere. Anyway, enough of this rabbiting. Right, I have got a long way to go. The chances are there aren't going to be an awful lot in the way of interesting systems on the way. So I'm going to pause it here. I'll come back when there is something to come back to even if that means I'm not going to be back until we're actually at VV Cephei itself. So for the moment, back when there's something to come back to, or if I think that, oh Jesus Christ, or if I think of something interesting to say, which would be a first. Right, go away.
Disengaged.
Right, I haven't got very far, to put it mildly. I've done 2 jumps. And I remembered something that I was going to say. And I'm in a system that needs exploration, despite the fact that it is populated and there's 2 outposts. So I'm going to explore the 2 planets that have outposts over them, because they are almost certainly going to be high metal content planets. But anyway, bit of a story. I don't watch very many Elite Dangerous videos on YouTube. Pretty good reason for that. I do enough of my own. I've already done 150 of the fucking things, so why would I want to watch too many more? And besides which, there aren't that many done by people who I'm, you know, particularly interested in watching. The ones I do watch are Life School Amiga, or Life School Reviews as his Elite Dangerous videos are. I definitely watch his because he has the best narration style of anybody on YouTube by a mile. So I find his videos compelling beyond description. I watched Daddy 07's basically because they're quite recent, although he does seem to be following my example in numerous ways, not least that he's churning them out like by the factory load like I do. He hasn't been doing them that long, he's already up to 25 of the things. And the other one I watch, I can't remember his name, it's Collins something or other, but he's Commander Phoenix D-Fire in the game. He does the Top Shift Elite Dangerous videos, and his were the first that I started watching. In fact, it was him that inspired me to start doing my own, so if you want someone to blame, then there's your man. Now, they're all somewhat different to mine. They're, you know, those videos, they're never going on about, you know, how much they fucking hate frontier developments and, you know, how much they hate the fucking brown nosing community and all that. So, yeah, they're not quite so direct or confrontational, shall we say, as mine are. So they have that going for them. But last night, I saw a video by someone I hadn't watched before. I wish I could remember you know, the name of the person who put it up there. If I could, I would link to the video, because it really did have to be seen to be believed. It was 4 of them in a wing. Now, I don't, you know, have a problem with roleplay within Elite Dangerous. I mean, I've even, you know, got a background story and what have you with regards to who Commander Lucosa is. So, you know, I do a bit of it myself, but I do have a limit. This went way over that limit. So you had these 4 in a wing, and they were heading to a conflict zone, but it was in another system. So they formed the wing, and the one actually recording the video hyperspaced to the next system, and the other 3 followed. when they got to this system and all four of them were there, the one recording it then said, all wings report in. Now my stomach was turning at this point, but it did get worse, because yes, they did say red 1 standing by, red 2, yeah, you get the idea, the red 3 and 4. Thankfully it did stop short at red 5, because you can only have 4 people in the fucking wing to begin with. So this was while they were super cruising to the conflict zone. When they arrived at the conflict zone, I was already amazed that I'd been able to watch it up until this point. When they arrived at the conflict zone, they all picked a side, and then whoever it was who was the third player did actually say, this is red 3, I'm going in. By which point I just stopped. I could not watch another second. I just thought, you sad fucking cunts. Now, I have offered on numerous occasions, you know, that if I'm in and around a conflict zone, and you know, if anyone's at that conflict zone and they want to wing up with me on my private group, then, you know, no problem, go right ahead. There is, however, I guess a detailed, whatever you want to call it. The moment you start uttering Star Wars like stuff over the voice channels, I will kick you out of that wing and ban you from my fucking private group faster than you can say the Force will be with you, you fucking cocksucker. So, yeah. Elite Dangerous roleplay, like I say, okay to a degree. You start incorporating fucking Star Wars with it and showing yourself to be one of the saddest fuckers to have ever drawn breath, I will not want to know ya. So there you go, that's my Elite Dangerous video story. What a bunch of sad fuckers. If any of you have seen it and know the video I'm talking about, feel free to put a link to it on my, you know, on this video, because it does, I say, it needs to be seen to be believed. I cannot watch it, I just cannot watch it anymore because I know what's coming. Do they have, well clearly they don't, I was like, do they have any idea how fucking moronic they sound? Clearly not, otherwise, you know, they wouldn't have done it in the first place. It's not even Star Wars. If it was X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, you'd only be a semi-sad fuckwit. But it's not, it's Elite Dangerous, it has nothing to do with fucking Star Wars at all. How many ships in Star Wars did you see that have cannons firing from them? Or fucking beam lasers? I've got to stop on this subject because otherwise I'm just going to go into one. Right, well, I've done a few jumps actually while I've been rabbiting on about that thing. And well, I've still got a fucking long way to go. I'm trying to kid. But, well, I'm getting through it. So, well, I'll be back when there's something to come back to, or if I, you know, can think of any more stories that allow me to insult right sad fuckers who are doing ridiculous bullshit role-playing whilst recording videos. Either way, I'll be back when there's something to come back to. Right, next system is taking me into the Regia sector. Though it is an enormous sector, I'm nowhere near finishing this first leg, so to speak. In fact, once I finish fuel scooping, I'll show you exactly where I am.
Fuel scooping complete.
Right, I've only visited 1,417 systems, so it hasn't gone up very far, and I've still got 28 jumps to go. But I have a feeling some people may be wondering why I've chosen to go to VV Cephei and KY Cygni. Well, this is where I may have got some of my stars mixed up, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about this one. They're both supergiants, though because they are so far away, getting any kind of accuracy regarding their size is impossible. It's the same with Antares. That is why some people think Antares is smaller than Betelgeuse, and it turned out that that was the case in the game. But others, and this is the one that I subscribe to, think it's larger, and there is more evidence to suggest that it is larger than Betelgeuse rather than being smaller. But anyway, that's beside the point. VV Sephi, it's been theorised, is actually a twin sun system, and both suns are supergiants. That's way too fucking far away. And on top of that, the larger of the two is much older in terms of how long it's been a supergiant than Betelgeuse, Antares, YV Canis Majoris, and it is shedding material at an enormous rate. And in quite spectacular fashion as far as we can tell. Now, is that going to appear in the game? I'm highly sceptical. I doubt it will. It's just going to look like other supergiants. Nevertheless, supergiants are impressive, so I am quite keen on seeing those. So that's why VV Sephi. Now, with regards to KY Cygni, again, it's a supergiant. It's not a red supergiant. I'm fairly sure that's a blue supergiant, like Rigel. The difference is, it is vast. It is much bigger than Rigel. It's not as impressive as, say, Estoradus. This is another fucking Tautari, isn't it? Okay. But of course, with Estoradus being in the, or one of the Magellanic Clouds, I think it's in the Large Magellanic Cloud, it's not in the game. I've covered about the Magellanic Cloud and how it's theorised they are technically part of the Milky Way, but you can watch that other video again if you want. I'm not going to go into it again. So yeah, that's why I'm heading to those two. I think supergiants are a lot more interesting than black holes. I'm a bit burnt out on black holes. I mean, okay, if I spot another one on the way, it will be one that I don't know of. Then, you know, fine, I'll go there and we'll take a look at it. But otherwise, Yeah, I'll give or take them. I mean, I've seen, what is it, 5, 6 of them now. I'm not that fussed about going to see any more. And my list of places to go still has 2 systems in it that have black holes. In fact, that list also doesn't include Sagittarius A not out, as I've taken to calling it. So there are actually 3. Now the supermassive black hole, yeah, I guess that might well be worth seeing. I mean, I've seen video of it on YouTube, so I know what it will look like, and it is enormous. But seeing it on a video and seeing it for yourself in the game is an entirely different matter. So, I know one day I'm sure I will end up saying bollocks to it, I'm going to go to Sagittarius A not out, but that day is not today. Quite a few planets here, no other suns. Are any of them close? Closest one's 479. Bollocks to it. So I think this is one of the reasons why, although I've made as many credits as some have when they reached the Ranger rank, I haven't. And it's because I haven't done anything like as many detailed surface scans. Certainly in relation to the number of systems I've visited. (1,420). Only another 80 to go before my next milestone of 1,500. I've already visited far more systems than I thought I ever would.
Frameshift drive charging.
Because to be honest, I never had any intention of leaving populated space. And it was the trip to Betelgeuse that really triggered it off. And yeah, I found the journey there as boring as fuck knows what. But once I got there, because it was so impressive a sight, that sort of, I don't know, something sort of clicked in my head, and I thought, right, I've got to do more of these. Hence a ridiculous number of them that are now in my video channel, and now this one's being added to it. I'm still not fuel scooping. This must be a Tauri. It is. Quite a few planets orbiting it, given that it is. How far is this star? Way too fucking far. How far is the nearest planet? Fuck it. Let's see, a gas giant at 1339. Actually, yeah, I am going to go and scan it. Hopefully it's a class 4 and I'll be able to scan it from a decent range. Anyway, that's enough waffling. I wasn't going to be carrying on this long, so more when there's something to come back to. Right, well, I'm currently scanning this worthless icy planet. And there are 3 more planets in this system to scan, but I don't think I'm going to bother with them. But the reason I'm scanning this one, and why I've scanned 4 others in this system, is that there are no names on there, any of them. So, okay, I'm not going to bother with these 3, but I am the first to discover those 4 objects. So this is one system, Regia BU-K B36-1, where my name is going to be on there somewhere. Now I'm also pretty bloody close to the final system of this leg of the journey. Now I've seen this star here with this haze around it. It looks like another one of those systems with which lays within a small nebula. But when I look on the galaxy map, I just cannot find it anywhere. Now, it's not the Elephant's Trunk Nebula, because the nebula is far too small. It's not the North American Nebula or the Pelican Nebula, because they're way off in the wrong direction. I can't see what it is. It does give the impression that it's relatively close, but I'm not sure it actually is. So it could be one of these things up here, in which case I haven't got a clue where they are. So it's bugging me. I wouldn't mind going to take a look at it, but I've no idea where it is. Now I can't even see it on the map, so I'll have to let that one go.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
So I think this isn't the system that finishes this leg of the trip. I've got one more after this. Yeah, so the next one is the final one as far as this leg goes. Then I've got to set course for the next 900 and something odd light years.
Fuel scooping.
Well, this is going to be a nice quick one. Once I finish fuel scooping.
Fuel scooping complete.
That's the beauty of having a B5 fuel scoop there.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right, wait for the temperature to reach a safe level. 32 is fine.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now, this system's highly unlikely to have anything in it. I didn't choose it for any reason other than it was
4, 3,
on the way, and it was about 990 odd light years away from where I started. So it's just coming up to 5:30, so it's taken me over 2 hours just to do the first, well, just under 1,000 light years. There's obviously other stuff in here. Orbit line going through the sun suggests that there is another sun in the area. 111,000 light years away. I'm not going to be going and scanning that. Right, well, made it this far. Now to set course for the next leg, which still won't take me all the way, but it will get me a hell of a lot closer.
Fuel scooping complete.
So I'll be back when I've set that. Right, it was a bit of a break, so it is now 6:10, and I'm getting underway again. Now I have set course for, I'm sure I'm about to pronounce this wrong, Pla Yurk UN-K D8-11. As you can see, it's only 16 jumps away. In fact, if we bring it up on the map, oh fuck it. Right, well anyway, it's about 380 light years away. So as far as this journey goes, it's quite close. And the reason I've chosen that one is because when I get there, I should then be able to choose or select VV Cephei, and it should be just in range. It should be under 1,000 light years. That's the theory. I guess we'll find out in, well, 15 more jumps if it works. Right, in the meantime, there is almost certainly going to be bugger all happening for a while, so I guess it's a case of more when it happens. Right, we have made it to Pla Urk UN-K DH-11. Now, did a bit of scanning in there. I don't really want to hang around too long now to see if VV Cephei is now in range. Yes, it is. And course is plotted. Right. The final leg for this part of the trip then is set. How many jumps do we have? 41. Oh, fucking hell. Right. Well, here we go. And as always, if something comes along, I'll do the next segment. If it doesn't, well, the next part will be VV Sephi itself. Okay, well, what happens? Well, this is a system that I was not expecting to find in a hurry. It's a Tauri star, and usually there aren't a huge number of objects orbiting those because, well, because of the nature of the Tauri stars themselves. But this one has 55 objects in this system. Needless to say, they're all, well, way too many for me to scan them all. I'll scan a few, especially when there, you know, there's some that are only 100 odd light seconds away. The second star in the system, though, is 170,000, so there's no way I'm going up to do that. But I did not expect to find a Tauri star with this many objects orbiting it. It's just mental. Well, looks like Ripperjack is about to come up with something interesting. I don't want any spoilers, so I'll leave you to wonder what it might be. Back in a few. Right, back with date. And, right, okay, I'm nowhere near where I need to go. I'm still 33 jumps away from VV Cephei. But this thing here has been really catching my eye. Now, it's clearly a nebula with an awful lot of extremely bright stars within it. And I've checked on the galaxy map and I think I've finally found where it is. It is the NGC 7822 Nebula. And that is about 1,300 light years away, and yet it's already that bright. I want to take a look at it. So once I've been to sounds like Ripperjack is having the same problems I was having the other day. But yeah, once I've done VV Sephi, I then have one other detour to make because there's a Neutron Star not too far away from it, and then I'm going to head out to there. And then once I have done that, I will then go back on my original course, which is to the Elephant's Trunk Nebula, which is right there, and then carry on to KY Cygni, and that will be the entire trip. I don't really want to add too many more destinations because with all these other detours that I'm putting on here, look, what am I doing? I'm over fucking hyperspace now. This trip is now somewhere in the region of 11,000 to 12,000 light years, so it's a long old trip, and I am going to start having difficulties with ship integrity and stuff like that. So yeah, that's definitely it for my the actual entire voyage. So there are a few more detours to come, but at the moment
Fuel scooping.
that's all of them, and I don't think that's going to change. That's plenty. Right, more when it happens. Right, next update. It is now 25 past 9. Aside from a 30-minute break that I took to stuff my face with some rather good elk sausages, I've been playing this game pretty much solidly since I set off. That was what, 10 past 3? So well over 6 hours, and I still haven't got there yet. I'm now up to 1,491 systems visited, and as you can see, my options as far as systems that I can go to are rather limited. I haven't explored everything in this system because the only other object is 82,000 light seconds away, and I can't be arsed. And I have 11 jumps to go before I reach VV Cephei. So we are getting there. So the next video, or the next clip, will probably be the one showing the 1500th system. And VV Sephi will only be 2 jumps after that, so we're getting there. So more when it happens. Right, another unexpected update. This star right in front of me is a Tauri. It's the first time I've ever seen a blue-white that is a Tauri classification. That means that, well, in terms of astrogeology, it must have started its gravitational collapse just milliseconds ago. That's a pain in the arse. I could do with fuel scooping. I mean, it's not like I desperately need it, but I could do with you know, topping up. I don't like jumping into systems and not being able to fuel scoop. I don't know why. So it's not like I am in any desperate hurry, you know, need for fuel at the moment. But the chances are, since I am, can't see at the moment, but I'm only about 7 jumps or so away. Let's have a look. 496 systems visited, so I am 6 jumps away from VV Cephei. I could probably make that without fuel scooping at all. And I know that I will be able to fuel scoop from VV Cephei itself, so it's not all bad. I am going to actually scan the planets around this sun because I'd be interested to see what kind of planets are still around, especially as they are all gas giants, even though the sun itself has entered the Tauri phase. So I doubt it will make any difference to how much I make for them. I'm not the first to arrive in this system. So that tells me that shock horror, other people have already been to VV Cephei already. Not really that surprising, it is quite well known, so I'm sure there are several who made a beeline for it. Okay, anyway, more when something happens. Alrighty, so here I am fuel scooping off this very boring Type M red dwarf star in the IOTA SETI 1396 sector RX-D B15-0. This is the only thing in this system, so it's as boring a system as it gets, but it is the 1500th system that I have been to. It's currently just gone 5 to 10, so I've been playing this for far longer than I thought I would. I've still not got there yet, but I am close. After this next jump, then I am one jump away from VV Sephi. And although we can't see it at the moment, let's have a look. There it is. That nebula with those huge amounts of extremely luminous stars is getting ever brighter because I am now much closer to it. I'm convinced that that is the NGC 7822 Nebula. Once I have finished with VV Sephi, that's where I'm going next. It was never planned, but then I had no idea that was there. So, well, let's carry on. So I'm not taking the direct route there. There is somewhere else I want to check first. Then when I've been there, I'm carrying on to NGC 7822. Once I've been there, I will then go on to the Elephant's Trunk Nebula, which is now quite large on the screen when we eventually see it. Might as well stick for the whole duration now.
Fuel scooping.
23 new objects. Am I going to scan any? Well, these four are almost certainly boring old clusters. Yeah. 4. And the nearest planet is 1184, but it is a gas giant, so I should be able to scan it while still decent distance away from it. So it's not a case of going straight to VV Cephei yet.
Fuel scooping complete.
I have one planet to scan first. This is the only thing I'm going to scan here. And once I've done that, it's off to the first of our planned destinations at long last. It will be 95 jumps since I started, and that's 95 jumps in an ASP, and not taking the economical route. I dread to think how many jumps I would need it to do if I'd gone the economical route. That's as I thought. It's started scanning rather quickly. Class 3. No idea how much Class 3s pay, but but never mind. Here we go then, the first of the big ones. Let's just check. Right, so there is NGC 7822. That's where I'm heading afterwards, and the Elephant's Trunk Nebula is there. An awful lot larger than it is when you're back in populated space. To give you an idea of just how far that is, there's Nehet there, 2,543.56 light years away. It's going to be a while before I'm back there again, especially as I've still got to go further out. Anyway, it does look quite bright from here. Here we go. Let's just hope this was worth it. If it's not, well, I will be pissed off, but there are other things out here that I want to see.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
There she is. How far are we from this one? Of course, it's taking the server fucking ages to catch up. Here we go. No, we're not as far as I thought. 1,330 light seconds. Still far enough. It's further away than we are from Antares. Objects, but none of them are suns. So this game is going with the theory that VV Cephei is just the one sun. Well, we'll scan everything. Actually, I just remembered I haven't fuel scooped yet. There is something rather entertaining about fuel scooping from a sun when you are still 1,240 odd light seconds away from it. There we go.
Fuel scooping.
I can't fuel scoop at anything like the rate I usually do, because I am so far away from the fucking thing. And look at all that lot. That does look pretty good. Alright, anyway, that's the fuel scooping done. Time to scan the planets orbiting it. They're all quite a healthy distance away, so no trouble scanning these like I had when I was trying to scan that planet closest to Betelgeuse. I'm sure I could have done it, but I don't know why I gave up actually. I dare say other people who are making their way to Betelgeuse right now will probably scan it just so that they can say they did it where I didn't. I was wondering when this would actually start scanning. I suspect this is going to be a high metal content planet, although quite how much the data for a high metal content planet is worth when the planet's all the way out here, I don't know. I mean, they pay the same amount, there you go, high metal content, but what kind of fucking mining company is going to come all the way out here? That graphic doesn't inspire confidence, but it's certainly not going to be an icy world, I wouldn't have thought, not around a sun like that. I mean, we're now 2,600 light seconds away from it. Well, there you go. I'll leave you with that view. In the meantime, I'll pause it while I'm scanning the rest of this system, and we will be back in a moment. Okay, so that is VV Cephei scanned. If we check the system map, there we are. Old Dalen got here before us, probably got here a long time before us. But all three planets are high metal content, so this system should pay pretty well. Now, to our next destination, which is KY Sector EW-W D1-19. Now, I hasten to add, we are not actually going into the cave nebula itself. There it is. It's quite away from this part of the cave sector. In fact, okay, this is just showing G-type stars. They're not carbon stars, are they? No. If they were carbon stars, I'd take a look. I've not yet, as far as I'm aware, seen a carbon star. I'm quite interested in those. I'd like to see what a carbon star looks like. But in this system, there is a neutron star. So I want to go and take a look there. It's only 214.5 light years, which, you know, compared to how many light years I've done now, is nothing. It's only 9 jumps away, and we are up to 1,502 systems visited. So, as we say bye-bye to VV Cephei, there it is, at over I think it's about 3,500 light seconds away, and yet still that huge. I shall pause it here, and we'll be back when we reach our next destination. Right, well, here we are at KY Sector EW-W D1-19, and the Neutron Star is the star that appears right in front of you when you arrive. So there it is. I am 0.22 light seconds away from it, and it's a tiny white dot. Let's see what else is around here. There is another star around here, and at only 5,000 odd light seconds away, I shall go and take a look. I do need to give the old Neutron Star a bit of a wide berth, because the gravitational effect from that is considerable. So, well, there you go. It was a bit of a short and sweet video there, but that's what I came here to see. The old Neutron Star, that's the second one that I've seen now. And this is the 1,511th system I have been to. Now, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that there is the Cave Nebula. but I'm not going there. I've done enough nebulae already, and I do have 2 more that I'm visiting in this trip, so I don't really feel like adding the Cape Nebula to the list of places that I'm going to. So there it is, and okay, let's have a view where the old framework isn't quite so in the way. So if you want to take a look at it, now you know where it is, so now you can come out here. Right, well that's the entire system scanned. I could fuel scoop off that thing if I really wanted to, but instead I'm gonna go to the galaxy map, and now it's time to check out where I'm heading to next, which is a good question, because I can't remember the name of it. There it is, NGC 7822 Nebula. Now there you can see the reason why it's showing so brightly. All these bloody blue stars here, so they will be O and B types. Well, I'm not going to be able to scan them, all of them, because there's a huge number of them all around here. There's also that. Is that a carbon? No, it was a bit too much to hope for. So let's look for a star within here that has an eye-catching name. It makes me wonder why it was given such a simple name. In fact, it looks like they are all just this S171 business. Okay, well in that case, I might as well start from the first one I find. 542.12 light years to get to this one. The route is unavailable. What about you? Right, it must be because of where I am. Well, I'm not giving up. I'm not going to let this place go unexplored. There must be a way of getting to it. There's a huge expanse all around it. With nothing in there. So I can get here by the looks of it. Surely I can get there. Well, it seems to, no, route unavailable still. So this huge expanse is too great for me to cross. That's annoying. So how can I get into it? Have I got to go from basically the back route? No, because again, a huge expanse. Can't get there. Well, it looks like this area, yeah, it's surrounded by absolutely nothing. Right, well I can get to there. Now, if I can get, oh okay. Well, if I can get here, then I can surely get into the nebula from here. Well, that's bollocks. It was showing that that's the way into it when I chose the other route. Oh, stop pissing me about. Right, so it's saying I can do this one. Okay, that's the route I'm going then. 27 jumps. Now that I've finally been able to plot a route. Well, I'm not going to give up. I'm going there, whether the game wants me to or not. Right. Well, I shall be back when there is something to come back to, as I seem to have a habit of saying.
Frameshift drive.
Okay, new update, and you can certainly see the nebula now. For a while I couldn't see it at all because the light from all those O and B stars around it meant that the actual cloud couldn't be seen. I'm still a fair way, still 15 jumps away. I've now been to 1,523 systems. There's a lot more to go. At the moment, I'm not sure I will carry on to the hyperspace, the Elephant's Trunk Nebula, let alone to KY Cygni. We'll see what happens. Anyway, more when it happens. Okay, well here we are, right in front of the NGC 7822 Nebula. As you can see, all of the big old Type O blue-white stars, and I'm sure there's quite a few Type Bs in amongst them as well, but it's the Type O's that I'm interested in. All standing out. It is quite an impressive sight, and as I am close enough, one of those Type O's has been selected. S17146 is one of the very bright stars. All of them have the S171 designation, so it gives me a rough idea of which ones to go for while I'm in the nebula. This particular one is right on the outskirts, so I don't think it's going to actually be inside the nebula itself. And of course, even if it is, the luminosity of a Type O blue-white means that we could have some trouble seeing the nebula cloud. Nevertheless, at 10 minutes past midnight, we're about to go in and find out. Here we are. "27 light seconds away from it." Nothing else in here, but there you have Type O blue-white. Just what I wanted to see. Now, it's probably best actually if I keep a list of which ones I've visited. Mind you, I can always check, can't I, when I select them on the information panel. So, fuck it. As I go through them all, as they appear on the list. Oh yeah, I might as well fuel skip as well, aren't I?
Fuel skipping.
And something that has pleasantly surprised me is that every single one of my modules is still showing at 100%, even though I have now travelled well over 3,000 light years, I think. If we look at the galaxy map, there's Nehet back there, 2,883 in a direct line. Of course, I have not taken a direct route here.
Fuel scooping complete.
Right, let's see how the nebula looks once we are away
Fuel
from
scoop disengaged.
the immense luminosity of this sun. I certainly see it starting to form. So I had convinced myself that this would be it, and after scanning a fair few of the stars, maybe not all of them, I was going to head back. But every time I go to a nebula, I do think it looks impressive, and it spurs me on to the next one. Of course, the next one for me is Elephant's Trunk Nebula. Do I really want to go all that way though? I'll tell you what, the hyperspace of this one. And once I've scanned it, I'll have a look at how far away the Elephant's Trunk Nebula is.
4,
And
3,
decide.
2, 1, engage.
It doesn't mean I'm just going to scan these two stars and then bugger off. So I want to scan plenty of them in here. Now that I'm out here. Another big one. .4 light seconds away from this one. So this one must be comparable to Rigel. And Jesus Christ, look how many other stars are in this system. Now they are all going to be Tautari for sure. They're sandwiched in amongst some decent ones. Okay, that's not a, okay, it is a Tautari, just looks like a regular one. That is a gas giant type that I haven't seen before. Okay, so they are all Tautari, but that many stars in one system, I'm scanning this whole place.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping.
Well, that didn't take long. Right. But something that will probably take long is scanning this system. So, I shall be back when I've scanned a few of these. Right, well, it's now the next day, and I've just finished scanning this system. It didn't take very long, largely because so many of the bodies to scan were stars. So it took pretty much no time at all. So now, time to go on to the next, which looks like being S17133. Let's see if this is another O type.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let me just get my mic sorted out.
Engage.
Well, it certainly won't take long to fuel scoop from this place. It's only 0.63 light years away. In that sense, it's a bit like being back in the Orion Nebula. So we've got another big bastard thing. even bigger than the last one. This one is 73.9 light seconds away.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
It's another one that's surrounded by Tauri stars by the looks of it. Only 8 more to explore. Every single one. Okay, this is not a Tauri. That one is. That one's not. Neither's that. That one is. So there's 2 more stars that are not Tauri. I have a horrible feeling they're all quite some distance away. Actually, no, it don't look too bad. Right, in that case, right, was not expecting that. That looks very much like a black hole. I don't remember seeing that in the galaxy map. Well, if there is one, yeah, it's there. Well, that's come completely out of the blue. Well, this is the first black hole I've or will have seen that I stumbled across unintentionally. I had no idea there were any around here. The trouble is, this area of space is not a lot to see in terms of the star field, so we're not going to see much of a lens effect. In fact, we're not going to see any lens effect at all. As it is, I've done black holes to death, so I'm just going to scan this one and piss off to the next star. Because there's no oops, coming in a bit too fast, I think. Anyway, as I was about to say, because there's no star field or anything behind it, we cannot see any sign of the lensing. We might be able to if we got up really close to it, but again, it's completely black around here, so yeah, I mean, that's not the reason why you can't see it, obviously, but it is the reason why you can't see any of the light distorting around it. Nevertheless, there we go, another black hole added to the collection. Right, well, I'm going to finish scanning this system, and I'll be back when I've done that. Right, well, this place didn't take any time at all to scan. That's a lot done. So, well, obviously not the first to come here by any stretch of the imagination. And yeah, even the black hole was found before me. Well, it is there, but yeah, it's rather difficult to see. Anyway, time to go on to the next place. It's not 34, I've just come from there, so is it 46? No, I've already done that one. So number 4 is the next one. Right in amongst the cluster. This must be another O type, surely. We'll soon find out. This looks like it's going further into the nebula itself as well. And there we go, another big old blue-white. Not as big as the last couple, it's still a fair old size, 54.2 light seconds away. It must surely be another O-type. 10 more here, including a load more stars. This place is unreal. Right, what have we got now? Those all look like high metal content planets, apart from the gas giant obviously, but even the gas giant will be worth scanning. Right, well, scanning this system as well. So I'm probably going to end up scanning every single one of these systems fully. So I'm going to be here a while. So right, well, I'll be back when probably when I'm about to go to the next system. Right, we are still in S1714, Sigma 1714, I guess is the full name. And I'm on my way to scan the last two in this system, which are orbiting each other, so that makes getting to them rather easy. I thought this was quite an impressive view. You've got the large O-type sun there, and you've got plenty of the nebula here, along with the huge number of other O-type stars waiting for me to discover them. But that's not why I'm doing recording this clip. I forgot about something that I was going to mention yesterday. While I was docked, I saw in the Galnet news. Now for a little while they've been running this sort of story with regards to somebody finding alien artifacts. Now, of course, as soon as anybody mentions alien artifacts, everybody starts parting on about fucking Thargoids. And it wasn't actually yesterday, it was either the day before or even the day before that. There was a story came up, and it did mention the magic word as far as most people are concerned. It did say Thargoid. It was proposed that these alien artifacts that have been found are Thargoid in origin. Now, I don't go near the Frontier forums if I can help it, because well, I've made it pretty crystal clear by now that I think the overwhelming majority of the Elite Dangerous community are a bunch of plebs and fuckwits, and you know, they're the kind of people that make me wish somebody would get them all into a large room and nerve gas the entire place. I mean, there are a couple who are okay, but yeah, the overwhelming majority, I wouldn't give a fuck about them. To use a Frankie Boyle quote, I think they are all morons who I would leave in a burning building to rescue a pig. And because now the word Thargoid has been mentioned, I'm wondering if someone can, maybe Commander Ripperjack's probably the best one to do this. I know he frequents the forums quite a bit. And I'm wondering, now that the word Thargoid has been mentioned, just how many threads are there in the forums at the moment that are all banging on about, oh yes, Thargoids are definitely going to be in 1.3 and blah-de fucking blah. Let's not forget that in this Galnet story it states that this alien artifact, or the several alien artifacts, are, quote, of ancient origin. So they are supposed to be thousands, if not millions, of years old. Which means that, you know, that does not ensure that Thargoids are going to be in 1.3 at all. But they may not ever appear in the game. It just means that there is evidence of Thargoid life from, you know, thousands or millions of years ago. Well, we know that because they were in the original Elite game. But of course, now we've seen, you know, the word Thargoid written on the Galnet News, so now, of course, it stands to reason, oh, they must be appearing in the next game, or the next update. Sigma 17125 is the next destination. Doesn't look like that is in amongst the large cluster, nevertheless, it is quite a bright star. This one might be a B, it's not quite as bright as No. It's only 0.18 light year away, and it's not looking as bright as any of the previous ones. Well, let's go and take a look. Finish with this system. Let's see what we have here. I mean, it is the same distance, no, I think it's less of a distance than the distance you have to cover when you arrive in Alpha Centauri and you need to get the Hutton orbital. But of course now I can hyperspace there. Which you should fucking be able to do in Alpha Centauri, because it's still a fucking joke. Anyway, fair old size, 65. Light seconds away from it, so it looks like this is an O after all.
Fuel scooping.
It took a millisecond to fuel scoop. Yeah, it is an O. And yet more suns here. This whole region is fucking unreal. So they are Tautauris, even though they are very bright and very large. Okay, so that's a class B blue-white, and it's orbiting another sun, another sun. That gives you some idea of the size and gravity, mass and everything else from a type O. Right, well, we've got a bit more scanning to do then. Oh bloody hell, I can already scan this one. I can't even see the fucking thing. Oh well, may as well scan it now that I'm here. While I am here, we'll just, right, number of system visits is 1,541. I'm going to stay here until I've reached 1,600, or I've scanned all of the, those bright clusters, depending on which happens first. So it's a bit like I did in the Orion Nebula. So I'm not going to scan the whole place because I don't have the patience. Yes, I want to scan quite a bit of it because this is one seriously impressive area, region of space, and I'm flying towards somewhere I've already explored. Okay. But yeah, I can't stick around, you know, forever. I still haven't decided if I am going to go on to Elephant's Trunk Nebula and then go on to KY Cygni. At the moment, it's looking like I'm not going to bother. I can't see either of them comparing to this place. I mean, I had no intention of coming here. I didn't even know it was there. It was just... It caught my eye as I was flying past it. As I got closer, it caught my eye even more. So in the end I thought, fuck it, I'll come here. And yeah, this has been one seriously impressive part of space. And I just can't see the Elephant's Trunk Nebula being as impressive. KY Cygni, see, I think about it and then I say, oh hang on, KY Cygni is a blue supergiant, or supposedly, far bigger than Rigel. It will look quite impressive. but it's so fucking far away. It's got to be something in the region of 3,000 light years away from here. I'm not sure I can really be bothered with all that, you know, travelling that distance. And the thing is, if I don't do it, and I go back, you know, to Imperial space, at some point I'm gonna wish I had, and then I may end up setting off, you know, and doing it anyway. So I really don't know. Who's online at the moment? Alpha November. It keeps saying he's in the main menu, even though he isn't always in there. I don't know why the fuck it does that. There you go. This is Elite Dangerous been talking about. It's asking a bit much to, you know, expect it to be working. I was going to say be working all the time, but no, that's really not appropriate. So, well, if someone comes on who I know has done a lot of exploring, I'll just say to them, you know, shall I bother going to KY Cygni or not? And if they, you know, I'll go by what they suggest. Anyway, I've waffled on far longer than planned, so I'm going to finish scanning this system, and we'll be back when we're about to head to the next place. Right, well, that's that system scanned. Now, to give you some idea of just, you know, how luminous that O-type star is, the main one, the star I've selected is a type B blue-white, and it's fuck all nothing. It's completely overshadowed. I mean, okay, the type O is a hell of a lot closer, but nevertheless, a type B blue is extremely bright, but you can't see anything. Right, next unknown is Sigma 1715. That's handy, he's right in front of us. Let's go and see what awaits us here. There's a surprise. There's another big bastard type O. 47.3 light seconds away from it at the moment. And yet again, it took about a millisecond to refuel. And yet again, a load of Taltari stars orbiting it. Let's take a look at the system map. Alright, so there's no other actual secondary star, it's all stars that are orbiting around it. This fucker Star Falcon has clearly scanned this entire region. So I'm not going to get any firsts out here, but I mean it's such an impressive region. I've got to scan everything. You know, I make no secret of the fact I do get bored scanning everything, but
fuel skip disengaged.
Yeah, there's just so much out here, and with a lot of them being stars, it's no real effort, I guess. Plenty of time to light up the fag while I'm heading towards this one. So anyway, well, I'm going to scan this system and I'll be back when we're about to head to the next one. Right, that's that system done. Already done there, and there, and there. But I haven't done Sigma 1713. Oh, that's heading right into the nebula. Right, let's see what is awaiting us here. Well, no surprise when we first arrive here. 56.4 light seconds. Or is it 58? Yeah, it's 58. There you go. Nothing else here. This is it.
Fuel scooping.
It's type O. Who'd have thunk it?
Fuel scooping complete.
Right, what else we got? Well, we haven't been to 9, so, alright, I've got to get around this fucking thing in order to actually, line up with it. Well, that one was certainly, short and sweet. Now the good news for me is that so far all my modules are still at 100%, so even though my integrity is probably shot to pieces, I'm not taking any damage yet, so I'm doing alright. I mean, surely I've done over 3,000 light years.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I mean, it could well be that 3,000 is quite short. It doesn't, you know, it's not going to damage the ship any. But I am keeping an eye on it.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
From what I've been told, I can expect to see some kind of damage being done to modules as I reach 4,000. Which of course I am going to reach when I am on my way back. This is quite a big one, 82.6. It's the biggest one I've seen yet. Well, around here anyway. 28 new objects. Well, as well fuel scoop for the millisecond it will take.
Fuel scooping.
Took a bit longer that time.
Complete.
Let's have a look at the system map, see what awaits us. Another black hole here. I actually saw this one. And Shock Horror Star Falcon's been here. There's 2 of them. Alright, well, I've got plenty to be getting on with, including scanning 2 black holes. I'll be back, well, probably when I'm scanning one of them. Back in a bit. Alright, this is a new one for me, a helium-rich gas giant. I've never seen one that's had that would come up as one of those types before. Clearly it has a rather large ring system around it. Also looks like it's on its side like Uranus is. And it also looks like it has a slightly green tint to it, which I assume is a result of the helium-rich atmosphere. There you go. Right, now, the next system is, or not the next system, the next part of this system is a long old fucking way away. There's a lot of unexplored here, that's because they are all bollocky fucking asteroid belt clusters. So I've got a bit of a way to go before I get to the next object, which is the first black hole. And as you can see, even when I get there, I've still got a fair way to go afterwards, because everything, well, not everything, but a lot of the other stuff is another 8,000 light years on from there. So I'm going to be in this system for a while. So I'll be back when there's something worth seeing, i.e. if there's any lens flaring around the, well, not flaring as such, but any lens distortion around the black hole, which should be around sort of 15,000 light seconds away. Alright, anyway, here we go, back in a bit. Right, well we're now about, well, 14,000 light seconds away. You can now see quite a sizable amount of distortion of the nebula cloud. It looks completely unnatural. You can see all there. So it would appear that if you want to see the distortion of light from a black hole, you don't want to be too close to it. You need to be a reasonable distance away from the thing in order to actually see any of it. And once you get within, well, even into this sort of distance, it disappears, and the next time you see any is if you're right up close to it. I might give it a go and get up pretty close to this and see what we can spot. There's more distortion appearing there. You can see the nebula cloud there looking rather unusual, to say the least. Now we're at the stage where you can't see any. Oops. Okay, you can see as it went past there, but yeah, I'd have fucked up. I wasn't paying any attention to the timer. And now, of course, it's going to be bloody difficult to see any of the distortion from it, because we're coming at it from effectively the from the dark side. Now I'm back with my fucking Star Wars quotes. At least I ain't as bad as those cunts on that fucking Wings video. Jesus Christ. Now I'm going in rather slowly, because it really doesn't help that I'm approaching it. So you can see the unusual movement of the star field around it, but because I'm approaching it from the side here where it's just up against the darkness of space, it's rather difficult to see anything. And now it's distorting the effect from those suns pretty close. Now we're just a few kilometres away from it. Well, right, a few hundred. Getting the impact warning. Now it's definitely, whoops, going a bit mad. Well, that's what it looks like, fairly close. So, now my heat up at 52, I might take some heat damage trying to frame shift away from it. But I do need to, so let's try and get out of here.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Oh, it's getting close, but no, I'm alright. There we go. And all the distortion going rather mad there as we pull away from it. Right, now let's try actually doing what we're supposed to be doing. So this is the second black hole by the looks of it. So this one's closer than I thought it was. So there you go, a close look at the black hole there. This one I'm not going to bother getting quite so close to. You can see the distortion of the star field behind it as we look out towards the galactic centre. What's next? Is that another black hole? Okay, so there's at least 3 in this system. I thought there was only 2. Well, that surely can't be one there. So, okay, so there's 3 in this system. Well, that's the most in any one system that I've found. So that means I found 4 in one trip. So I've already equalled the most I've found in one exploration voyage, and I'm nowhere near finishing this one yet. So that means the number of black holes I've found has gone into double figures. That's 11 now. Well, it will be once I scan this one. See if I can approach it from an angle where it will distort that large star field. Yeah. Oh, I fucking hate it when it does that. About fucking time. Right. That's me done with black holes for the moment. Now this one is almost like the entire system on its own. Oh yeah, those are all the bloody... That better not be a planet I missed. Thank fuck for that. Right, well, there you go. That's all the black holes in this area. So I'll finish scanning this system, and we'll be back when we're about to bugger off to the next one, whichever one that is. Right, that's this system done, along with its 3 black holes. So next is signal 17130. See what awaits us in this one. Now, I have a feeling I could end up spending all day here.
Engage.
So it's going to be a day getting out here, a day hanging around here, and then probably a day going back. Because at the moment I'm almost certainly not going to be going on to Elephant's Trunk Nebula and beyond. This one's relatively small, 40.6 light seconds. It's still a big bastard thing, and there's plenty in here. I can see at least 3 from here. There we go, another O. Let's take a look at this system in the map. There's another black hole. Oh, shock horror, Star Falcon's been here before us. Right, well, there's plenty of suns. And none of these are Tautari. Not one. Fucking hell. Right, what about this one? No. So none of the stars in this system are Tautari at all. The fact that there is a black hole suggests that this is going to need a bit of exploration. Oh, fuck's sake, it's 101,000 away. Right, I am clearly going to be here for a while. I mean, I am sick to death of black holes, to be honest, but they do pay a lot, so I am going to scan them all. Now, all of these suns, not only are none of them Tautari, but all but one of them, I think, or rather only one of them, I think it was a brown dwarf. So I should be able to scan these fairly quickly. Mind you, there are planets as well, so... Okay, there you go. So there's a brown dwarf there. and there is a planet orbiting it. Right, so I'll be back when I'm approaching the black hole. Right, just finished scanning the brown dwarf and all the various planets orbiting that. So now we are just 2,700 light seconds from the black hole. I have already seen a bit of lensing and distortion around it, but I don't think we're going to see too much of it now. In fact, it don't look like we're going to see any. Not really much to see there. Probably because we're too close to it. We're in that region where we're not far enough away from it and we're not close enough to it. Bollocks. I'm paying attention again. It's something I seem to do quite a lot. Well, now we're definitely not going to see much in the way of distortion. So let's just scan the thing, and then just got one more star and the gas giant that orbits it, and then 3 moons that orbit that gas giant, and then that's us done with this system. There we go, so yet another black hole. So right, well, I'll be back when I've finished scanning this place and we're ready to bugger off to the next system. Right, that's that system done. We got Sigma 17122 is next. That's not in amongst the huge great cluster. It is very close, 0.73 light years.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's see what we have here. No surprise. How far is this one? 65.5. Six objects in this system. None of them particularly far. So this is another type O. Let's see what awaits us in here. Well, no prizes for guessing who got here first. Everything is a star. None of them are Tartaris. Well, that's okay. Hopefully that means it won't take long to scan everything in here. Right, well, I'll be back when I finish scanning this one. This shouldn't take too long at all. Okay, as predicted, that system did not take long at all. Let's see what's next. 30 is done, 31 isn't. Where's that? Right over here. Alright. Let's see what you have. Only 0.77 light years. Certainly won't take long to fuel scoop from it. If I remember to do it this time, unlike here.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I think I can guess what the first thing we'll see is. I think I can also guess that I'm not the first person to have arrived at this system, and I may even be able to guess who was the first person here. So, how close are we this time? 65.1, yeah. That's not too bad.
Fuel scooping.
Shock horror, refueling, took no time at all. 9 here. Surprise, surprise. Nearly all stars. And surprise, surprise, this is another type O in front of us. What do we got here? Oh, there's a shock. It was Star Falcon who beat us to it. I never would have thought that possible. Right, well, it looks like business as usual. More unexpected stars orbiting it, including another bloody Class A. There's a fair bit of distance between each one, but and again, with most of them being stars, again, it shouldn't take too long to scan this lot. So, well, you know the drill by now, back when I finish with this lot. Well, that was right, that took no time at all. Now, what's next? 23. Where are you? In amongst the big old cluster room. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Stuttering meant that the arrival in this system didn't look so great. 77.7 light seconds away from this one. This is quite the big one.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
22 in here. Let's see what we've got. Oh, another black hole, just for a change. That's 6 in this area now. At least 6. Anyway, oh god, there's a lot to scan. How far away is that fucking thing? Oh, for fuck's sake, 133,000. But the thing is, it's worth a lot. So that thing, well, black holes average about 35,000, so they are worth scanning. It's such a long fucking way, and I'm starting to get a bit bored with scanning everything in the system again. But I shall persevere. All in the pursuit of fucking credits and whatever. Right, well, you know the drill. As there's a black hole in this system, I'll be back when I'm on my way to that one. Yeah, 6-1 in this small region. It's all credits. It's all credits. I just keep telling myself it's all credits. Right, we're pretty close to the black hole. Not much to see in the way of distortion. In fact, pretty much bugger all. So, just speed up, get there a bit quicker. This is number 6, and I'm going way too slowly now. I could only assume there are quite a lot more out around here. Now I'm getting the warning. There's only 4 others to explore in this system, and I think, as far as I can remember, they were all stars of some kind, probably brown dwarfs or something though. So anyway, that's that black hole done. So I'll be back when I've scanned the rest of this, and we're about to bugger off to the next place. Right, that's that system done. At least I think it is. It fucking well wants to be. Yeah, right. Let's see what's next. Sigma 17115. One's out on his own a bit, not in amongst the cluster. Let's see what you're all about.
Charging.
No surprises so far. 66.9 away. Now we know it's going to be a type O. There's only 3 in the area, and the server's fucked, so it hasn't actually shown them on the map. So we've got to do it again. And they're all a fair distance away, 136 light years, and 2 of them are fucking black holes. Jesus fucking Christ. So that's 8 of them I've now found, and shock horror, Star Falcon has beaten me to it. Right, anyway, I've obviously got another long old trip ahead of me. Fuck's sake. Right. Well, you know the drill. I'll be back when, when I'm significantly closer to them than I am at the moment. Alright, here we go.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right, well, we're still a fair distance away. I mean, still not even 55,000 light seconds, but you can see what looks like an enormous great divot in the nebula cloud caused by the light and gravitational distortion from the 2 black holes together. And I mean, I've been seeing that since about 120,000 light seconds away. So it would appear that when there are multiple black holes in a close proximity to each other, the amount of distortion is like, you know, multiplied or whatever. So it's well, if there was something a bit more interesting to see behind them, it might look quite impressive. Here it's not really that big a deal. Anyway, we're closing in on them relatively rapidly. We're doing 320 times the speed of light. I mean, there's a planet that's orbiting between these two black holes. How the hell that planet is surviving, I'll never know. I can only assume it's a fair distance away. And see, if we had a decently filled star field behind the black holes, it would probably look a damn sight more impressive than it does now. At the moment it looks a bit, well, shit. I don't know if that is the second black hole or if it's the planet. Looking at the orbit path, I think that's the planet. Yeah, Daddy 07 is on his way to Betelgeuse and possibly on the Pleiades Nebula there. He's suggesting that he would rather he came out here, which is all well and good, but this is getting on for 3,000 light years away from where he is. It would take him a fucking month, I think, to get here. Besides which, there are black holes in the Pleiades Nebula, as long as he remembers to go to Maya. Now, I'd be surprised if Maya is the only one. But this place is essentially like the Pleiades Nebula, but on steroids. It's just, you know, it's quite similar in how it's made up. A lot of extremely bright blue whites. I can't remember if the stars in the Pleiades Nebula were type O's. I think they might have all been type B's. And okay, just the one black hole, whereas, well, I'm currently up to 8 and counting as far as black holes go in this area. And every major star has been a type O blue white, so... Well, getting here is one thing. I've still got to get back, and that's one journey I'm not looking forward to. Looking nigh on 3,000 light years, just, well, essentially going in a straight fucking line. Alright, well, we're close enough. We should be scanning it any second. Here we are. Still on 100 for everything. Not bad. Right, so there's that black hole done. The other one is just 495 light seconds away. But I want to make sure I avoid this one first. There we go. proximity warning. Because that's not surprising, that could be from either of them. I mean, just from black holes themselves, and of course I've also scanned that Neutron Star, which pays about the same as a... what do it? I'm still too far away. Yeah, so that's 9 of these sort of things. I'm getting bloody close to, well, around 350,000 just from black holes and the one Neutron Star. Right, that scan started, so then I just have the planet to go, and that's this place done. The planet's a fair old distance away. I guess it has to be really to avoid these two fucking legs. Right, well, with the planet being a gas giant, I'll be able to scan that a lot further away, or while I'm a lot further away from it, than I did either of these fucking black holes. Anyway, I shall be back when I've scanned that and we're about to head off to the next system, whichever one it is. Right, scan done. Clearly worth doing. Gas giant with water-based life, I think that's going to say. So now, where to next? Not there, it's there. Sigma 1717. It's not quite in amongst all the bunch of them. It's just on the outskirts of them. Right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's take a look at you then. 1.44 light years. It's pretty close. Now, we hazard a guess as to who's already been here and what star awaits us when we first arrive. Well, fuck me. It's a Type O blue-white. How far are we from this one? 66.1. Not too bad. There's at least one other space body in here. In fact, there's 7 of them.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
How far away are they? Far enough. Right, what have we got in this one? I bet there's another black hole in here. Yeah, there is. Fucking hell. And here's a shock. Star Falcon was the one who got here before us. Right, so quite a bit to scan, and they're all fucking miles away from where I am. Okay, I can't complain about the black holes, so I've got to scan them. 35,000 a time, you'd be stupid to ignore them. But why do they have to be so fucking far away? Right, yeah, here we go. So the black hole looks like it's the... no, okay, it's not the nearest thing. But I'll get that done first anyway, so... Right, you know the drill. Back when we're close enough to see anything interesting from it. Right, we're approaching the black hole. There was absolutely fuck all in the way of interesting light effects or anything, you know, as far as light or gravity distortion goes, so I didn't bother recording much of the approach. In fact, as you can see, pretty much recorded none of it at all. Alright, another 35,000 coming up. I don't have much more to scan in this system after this one. 4 more after this. I think one of them may be a gas giant. The other 3 are stars, so it shouldn't take long to finish this system off. Alright, where are you? There you are. Go and scan that one from here, which always helps. There must be a red door, I reckon. Whatever's orbiting it, I'll probably have to get closer to. Anyway, well, you know the drill. I'll be back when I finish scanning this system and we're about to piss off to the next place. Right, system done. Let's have a look at what's next. Done that there, done there. Signal 17129 is the next place. Where are you? Over here. Right, let's see what you are all about.
Charging.
Well, no surprises so far. 57.5 is one of the smaller ones I've found.
Fuel scooping.
There's nothing else here, so this is going to be a real short one.
Fuel scooping.
Typo, yeah, okay. Alright, who's next? 17118.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Once we get far enough away from the star. That's far enough.
Frameshift drive
Let's see what
charging.
we have here. I dread to think how many fucking clips this thing is going to need splicing together. Alright. How many of you were able to predict that as a first sight? This is a very small one compared to most of the others, 32.4 light seconds away. Still a big bastard thing, but 32. Oh, that's
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping.
let's see what we got. Right, well, no black hole and a fucking asteroid belt, so at least I haven't got to scan everything. I can ignore all that lot. Well, Yeah, see, there are some decent things in here, but the moons all look a bit shit. Apart from, well, that 1, 2, 3. But I ain't got a fucking clue, so, okay. So I'll scan the moons of the last 2, and that'll be it. I won't bother scanning the moons of any others, because they're all going to be worthless, well, worthless. Right. Well, back when I've done this fucking one. Right, change of plan. My patience has snapped. I just can't take scanning everything in a fucking system anymore. So, I haven't scanned any of the moons here. I've just scanned all the planets and bollocks to it. I'm pissing off to the next place. And I'll scan what I can in there, or what I can be asked. If there are black holes, then yeah, okay, I'll go up and scan them. Otherwise, I'll scan suns and fuck off to anything else. I've been here all fucking day. I just can't do it. Bollocks are going on to Elephant's Trunk, Nebula and KY Cygni. Either someone else can do it or I'll do it a lot later on. Right. Well, I can see certainly one other sun in this system. 64.3 away from this one. That's a fair old size. 19. They're all fairly close. That suggests asteroid belt and, well, no black holes, I'd have thought. No asteroid belt. These are going to be, see, they're going to be high value. Fuck it. I need a break from this soon, I tell you. This is driving me round the fucking bend, if you hadn't already noticed. Right, I'll be back when I've scanned whatever I can be asked to scan in this fucking place. Right, I'm back after a substantial break from this. My patience has still not come back. I had a gutful of doing proper scanning, so I'm going to do a few more. All I am going to do is scan the main star. If there is a black hole in the system, I'll go there, otherwise bollocks to it.
Frameshift drive charging.
And the worst thing is that my patience with exploration has snapped at a time when I am some 3,000 light years from populated space. So I still have a monumental amount to do. I guess there's still some vestige of interest left, otherwise I wouldn't be carrying on going to all these places. But I can't do this for too much longer because I've had enough. There's only 5 here. Can I bring myself to do this one? What are they? Well, old Star Falcon's long since beaten me to it, no surprise there. They are all ones I should be able to scan from a decent range away. Thank fuck for that.
Fuel scooping.
Alright, I'll do this system then.
Fuel scooping complete.
So I'll be back when this one's done. Which by the looks of it shouldn't be
Fuel
too long.
scoop disengaged.
Right, as predicted, that system took no time at all. On to Sigma 17117. Hopefully this is another one like this.
Charging.
On top of everything else, I have chronic indigestion and I really feel like shit.
3, 2, 1, engage.
So I'm loving every second of this. Alright, let's see what size blue stars that Star Falcon got to before me. 60.8 away. Right, that's 7 away. Again, none of them particularly far, which is an extremely good sign. No black holes, in fact this system is quite similar to the previous one, so even that planet can probably be scanned. Since the furthest object is 4,890 away, I'm fairly sure I can scan that from here. Let's try it. See, once again my powers of prediction are just fantastic. That one I can. The other one was the Tauri that's orbiting it, so that one I do need to go a bit closer to. Alright, you know the drill by now. Right, another system done. Now, where's next? 43. I'll tell you, if it wasn't for the fact that I would lose all my scanned data, instead of trying to get back, I would deliberately crash my ship and pay the, what is it, 966,000. But of course you can't do that. Well, you can, but I would lose all my data as well, making this utterly pointless. And so I'm not going to do that. Another stutter that makes the entrance to this system look shit. 60.7. That's a reasonable size, but I've certainly seen bigger. Oh, you are having a fucking laugh, aren't you? If you think I'm scanning 50 fucking 7. Right, 302. That is about to be black hole number 10. There it is. Alright, well I'll scan the black hole and that's it. It's about to be that. Yep. 302,000 light years seconds. It would be.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Fuck it, that's close enough. I'll scan you while I'm here. Right. Well, you know the drill. I won't be quite as long as I might have been because I'm not scanning everything in here. Right, black hole scanned. far away are the rest of these suns? Can I be bothered to scan any more of these? I guess it really depends on how far away or what type they are. Let's have a look. If they're all Tauri, then no, I can't. Oh fucking hell, they're all brown dwarf. Right, in that case, bollocks to them. Let's get out of here. Right, next system. I did scan a few others up in the top part, but again, all suns. Right, 17 I've been to, 28 been to, 48 I am. Right, 48 it is. Don't be another one with 52 fucking things in it. Here we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Tell you what, old Star Falcon certainly has a damn sight more patience than I do. Right. The obligatory Type O. There are certainly other objects in here. 19. One's a black hole. Fucking 500,000 as near as damn it. I want to scan the black holes, yes, but 500,000. There's actually 2 in here. Alright. Here we go again. Okay. Well, now that I feel like I have terminal DVT, here we are. Well, almost. 12,000 light seconds away. That other signal within the orbit ring of this black hole is where the second black hole is. So thankfully it's not too far away from this fucking one. And then beyond it, right there, is a red dwarf star, which I'm not going to bother with. You can see a bit of light distortion around the second black hole there. Not a lot, but there is some. And at the same time there is absolutely fuck all around the one that I'm heading towards. This is where I find exploration absolutely unbearable. When you're having to cover, you know, huge great distances like this. And I mean, if I find another black hole, and the current track record would suggest I will, if it's as far away as this, I'm thinking, am I really going to bother? And at the moment I'm thinking, no. I mean, okay, 70,000 credits scanning this and the other one. That part makes me think, well, yeah, maybe it is worth it, but I'm bored with black holes. These two mean I've now seen at least 16 of them, and you know, they all look the fucking same, i.e. you can't see anything, so there's there's no real incentive for me to want to go after and see any more. But the credits I make don't half help towards getting the next rank. I mean, I've already scanned more than enough to get to the Ranger rank. That's pretty much in the bag. But the rank after that, which is Pioneer, I need a ridiculous amount. I need at least 52 million. I can't see me doing that at all, let alone anytime soon. Especially after how fucking bored I am with it now. Anyway, right, the next one is only 4,500 light seconds away. Let's get this over and done with and then bugger off to the next place. How many systems have I done now? That's me checking the damage, which amazingly everything's still 100%. 1,557. I have no idea what route he's taking if he's found a Neutron Star on the way to Beetlejuice. Neutron stars pay as much as black holes, so they are worth scanning. No, you haven't. There are not very many neutron stars that close to populated space, let alone ones where you arrive right in front of them. Neutron stars, as you have seen earlier in this video and elsewhere in another video I did, they're tiny white dots even when you're right on top of them. So hopefully he's done a video of it, because I'm a bit sceptical. I think he's getting whatever star he's found mixed up with a neutron. Neutron stars are extremely rare by the looks of it, especially if this area is anything to go by. They're rarer than black holes. The scan should start any second. There we go. Finally. Right, in the meantime, where next? I can't remember if I've done 43 or not. I'll soon be able to find out. Alright, done at long last. 43's been done, 7's been done, so 17, so 28. Done quite a few now. Okay, you are well into the cluster. Let's see what you're all
Frameshift
about.
drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Safe to say everybody predicted that as the first thing we would see. 54.1 light seconds away. Makes it one of the smaller ones I've found, believe it or not. Nothing else here. That is an absolute joy to behold. Right, where's next? Oh, next one already lined up, 19. Right, off we go.
Drive charging.
Just realised I didn't fuel scoop from it. It's not as if it was going to leave me desperately short.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
How far are we from this one? When it eventually shows me. Oh, this is quite a close one here, 39.2. Much smaller than... I think this is the smallest one I've found so far. 60. You're having a fucking laugh. Oh, one of them's a black hole. Just the one. There's a hell of a lot in here. Star Falcon's found, searched it all. Alright. Well, you know where I'm going, and you know the drill by now. Hang on, I've got a fuel scoop first, but well, anyway, yeah, you know the drill, so back in a few. Right, I've just scanned a brown dwarf, seeing as it was on the way. But you know what, 309,000, I can't be fucking bothered. I'm not doing it. That one can fuck off. It's just too fucking far away. The 07's worried if he ever gets back. You feel if you were out here, fucking black holes everywhere, and they're always hundreds of thousands of light seconds away. And can you tell just how disgruntled I am getting with fucking... Okay, he's bug off. Right, okay, let's piss off.
Charging.
60 objects. I'll scan one. That's enough.
Four, three,
I mean, I'll make credits anyway, just for finding the 60 objects. So bollocks to it. If there's a black hole that's close, yeah, I'll scan it. If it's hundreds of light seconds away, it can fucking stay there. 81 light seconds, this one is a big bastard thing.
fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Only 7 here. Not too bad. Let's see what's in here. It looks nigh on identical to one I did earlier. So this whole, you know, sequential or whatever they call it, galaxy, I'm starting to have my doubts about it, because there are a lot of systems that are just, well, exactly the same as ones you visited earlier.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And in the case of this one, a system you visited earlier that is really not all that far away. Ah, fuck off. Right, you know the drill. Right, that's everything I'm scanning in here. What's next? 47. Okay, let's see what you're all about.
Frameshift drive charging.
This one's fucking close. Only 0.37 away. Oh, 39.9, another smaller one.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Only one. Wonder what it is. It's a black hole. Another one. That's number 14 in this nebula alone. But thankfully it's close.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So I will go and scan it. Typical, it had to arrive now. I'm dying for a piss. In fact, bollocks to it. I'm going to stop once the temperature goes down enough, and because if I don't go soon, my bladder is going to rupture. You don't want that happening live on the video. So I'll be back when I'm, well, when I'm back. Right, I am back. And feeling indescribably better. Now, it is currently 2:15 in the morning, and I really can't take too much more of this, so my plan of scanning either everything or 1600 systems, whichever came first, is not going to happen, because I'm at 1561 systems now. I'm pretty sure there are plenty more systems to scan, because in all these like close cluster there, I don't think I've scanned any of them. But I am beyond sick of this place. It was great when I first got here, and yeah, okay, yeah, it's an impressive part of space, but I cannot just keep scanning over and over and over and over again. So I'm going to stay around here until 3 o'clock, so I've got another 45 minutes. And at that point, that's it. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I just, yeah, that's my limit. I mean, to be fair, I think I've done well to last this long. It's just too fucking much. So I can put up with the scanning or you know, the travelling if I'm actually going somewhere, but I'm not. All I'm doing is I'm staying in this fucking nebula. I'm I've stayed in all day, so I'm not really going anywhere, and I'm actually spending, you know, all of my time staying in the same system. I'm not even jumping from one system to another most of the time because it takes so fucking long to scan everything in one system. And once I got to the stage where I just couldn't be asked to scan everything, I was only selecting, you know, the occasional thing. I knew it was just going to be a matter of time before that would then be too much. And, you know, I just had to get the fuck out of here. You can see some pretty good old distortion there. Let's do a bit more. Since we are approaching a black hole, we might as well make it look interesting. So yeah, it looks like there are a huge number of stars out there now, but yeah, there's not quite that many. But anyway, yeah, so once I, you know, decided I was only going to scan a select few, it was only a matter of time and a very short time before it would then be reduced further to, okay, I'm only going to scan black holes, to, okay, I'm only going to scan black holes if they are within a certain distance, to, fuck it, I've had enough of this place, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So thankfully this system doesn't have much in it, so it didn't take me very long at all. 35 is next and it's behind me, so it's not in amongst that cluster. Alright, here we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Be another one that has hardly anything in it. You know, just one object that's within 10,000 and it's a black hole, that will be ideal. It's not going to happen, is it?
1. Engage.
I'll let you catch your breath from the shock of that being the first thing we see. 83.3, that's a big bastard one. That's my scientific terminology for it, a big bastard one.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, fuck off. How many fucking black holes are there around here? 62,000. Okay, I'll give it a go. This place is a fucking black hole farm. I mean, they're all over the place.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I mean, I have been to more systems within this nebula that contain black holes than I have systems that don't contain any. That's just fucking mental. God, I didn't know I sound like a fucking Essex bloke there. That's just fucking mental. Well, 62,000 is going to take a bit of a while. At least it's only in 5 figures. So I'll be back when I've got here. I'm trying to remember how this is either the 15th or 16th black hole that I found in this nebula. The 15th. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 15th. But the 13th was the one I didn't bother scanning. And yeah, this is that one that's, yeah, so 15 inside one nebula. And it's not like this nebula is particularly big. Anyway, back in a few. Alright, we we're getting pretty close to it now. Of course, no lens flaring because not flaring. You know what I mean when I say lens flaring. I just mean the lens effects. No sign of any because it's in front of a completely dark region of space. So a bit there, big deal. There'll be far more if it goes in front of that lot though. Well, there should be. Yeah, there we go. Done. Right. You go, do your trick. Right, where to next? 47's been done, 42, 45 hasn't. Ah, that's behind me again. Well, it's not. This way, right. So
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I thought this one might be a bit small because the way it looked when I came into the system. 26.4, it's the smallest I have found by some margin. 20, but only one thing's appearing on the scanner. That tells me this place also has a black hole in it.
Fuel scooping.
Fuel scooping and then let's take a look and see what
fuel scooping complete.
The system map tells us. Yep. In fact, the black hole's the only other thing, or the only other thing worth scanning. I'm not doing those fucking asteroid clusters. How far away is it? 17,000, that's not bad. Right, I'll do that one. This is black hole number, I'll keep losing count.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Commander Mono reached 100 black holes before he lost count. I'm in the teens and I can't be, I can't keep count. 16 or 17? So he didn't scan. 14, 15, this is 16. Right, okay. Right, well, you know the drill by now. In the meantime, I also need to answer Toss McFly. Right, getting closer. I'm in the process of trying to entertain myself by making the lens distortion appear again. go, certainly see it around those. So those big old cluster of stars do have, well, some sort of purpose, even if it's not a particularly practical one. Scan should start any second now. And that's then everything in this system. Well, everything that isn't a fucking useless belt cluster. Done. Alright. 35's done, 47's done, 42's done. 21 is the next one then that hasn't been. Let's take a look at you then. You're in amongst the cluster of them. It looks like they are all now going to be in that cluster. So I finally started to scan those ones. Now that I've got 20 minutes left before I say that's it, I'm pissing off.
Frameshift drive charging.
Another one that I think is a bit small. Not so much for that way of prediction. 41.7 light seconds away from it. It makes it a fair old size. Only 2. And they're both showing. I don't know if either... Oh, fuck it. Yeah, okay, I think one of them will be a black hole. But 189,000 is too far away. Yeah, it is. Can I be bothered? I mean, Jesus Christ, it's not like I haven't, you know, scanned any already. This is the 17th I've found. Well, that planet's way too far away. Yeah, I can't be bothered. It's too far away. Let's go on to number 40. Anyway, about 17 black holes found now.
Fuel scooping complete.
Finding them will do when they're that far away.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Get a safe enough distance from the sun. Right, let's go.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping complete.
7 objects. Oh, they're all relatively close. I don't think there's any black holes in here. No, there aren't. Well, as their stars, I'll scan them because they're all, they're all in range. So of course the first thing I'd do is a first thing I select is a planet. Well, I'm trying to do stars. Well, I'll do that one anyway. Right, you know the drill. Right, system scanned. And the very next one is one I haven't been doing. Number 36. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Save that for well, when I've finished, which is 10 minutes, regardless of how much I've scanned or haven't scanned. Only 4, and not too far away for any of them. Let's see what's in here. 2 black holes. Unreal. Right, well I'll definitely scan this one. Right. The first one is almost right on top of me. Which makes a fucking welcome change.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right, well I'm sure I can reach this one without pausing the video. I'm already seeing a lot of distortion, but nothing really affecting the blue star. Tosh McFly is doing rares, and I know the system he's referring to. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, the docking station to buy the rares is over 1 million light seconds away from where you first enter the system. It's a Federation one. I think it begins with a G. Yeah, he's definitely doing rare runs. Vega is where the Vega Slimweed is. And that's one that I've done quite often. Right, well, let's see, yeah, I've got a little bit to go, not a huge amount, so I'll pause it, but it's not much of a pause. This black hole's the last one. So anyway, back in the tick. Right, within 2,000 light seconds, it's not doing anything to the light from the blue star it's orbiting, which I'm pretty sure is a type B. Could always select it and double check, but I can't be asked. Anyway, I'm rather surprised that it's not doing anything to that. Unless of course it is, but it's such a subtle amount that I can't really see it. No, it doesn't seem to be doing a fucking thing to it. Bloody close orbit of that star though, I know that much. My heat is about to be going up when I start scanning this thing. Once again, my powers of prediction. The heat hasn't changed one iota. Oh, okay, now it's just starting to go up. That will then be this system, or yeah, this system done. Where to next? 5 to 3, so I've got time to do one more. Alright, that's you done. Let's get away from that sun before the heat level gets a bit too high. 40's done, 21 done. 37 has not been done. Okay, 37, you're the last one I'm doing in this nebula. Here we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Great time again. 75 light seconds away, so another one that's fair old size.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
19. None of them are a huge distance away, so I don't think this system has a black hole in it. So, oh dear, I only found 19 black holes while I was in there. I just cannot be asked to scan that lot. So I do actually have time to do another one. I only want to do the Signal 175s. Right, 16, I haven't done you.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Let's see what this one's all about. Type O, yeah, 24. That's the smallest one I've found yet.
Fuel scooping.
And
Fuel scooping
three
complete.
objects. And, well, there's a surprise. One of them is a black hole. So I am going to be scanning another black hole. So that, well, there are 20 black holes that I have found in my time in this nebula. This is the last system that I'm doing though. And I scanned 18 of them. That's close to 700,000 credits just in black holes. Oh, when I think about it that way, it don't seem so bad. Not forgetting that Neutron Star. I was going to save me fag, but okay, I'm going to have it now. Should I scan those two planets? No, I'm going further and further away from them, so bollocks to them. And then when I get to one, I'm going to be even further away from the other. Look at them on the scanner there. They're in completely the opposite direction from each other. So fuck them, I'll leave them both. Now, remembering the grief I had getting into this system, what kind of course am I going to have to plot to get out of it? Well, not this nebula, I mean. Get away from the black hole anyway. So there we are. Now which direction is Nehet? There it is. Now I haven't been there because that's an NGC. But it looks like if I go there, that's a starting point. I don't really want to go to systems I've already been to. Well, I haven't been to that one. 35, it's a bit far away. I've got to really start heading downwards because I've got to go out through this way. Ah, hang on. If I go there, can I then keep going? No, that's too far away. Fuck it, how did I get in here? And now and then somehow managed to get out again. It looks like I've got to come this route. It takes me through 3 systems by the looks of it, and it's 3 I've not been to before, which is handy. Right, let's see if this works.
Frameshift drive charging.
possibility of that being another O. No, it's far too small. No black holes in here, that's for sure. Yeah, type B.
Fuel scooping.
They get far more fuel than I would have liked. But I'm not doing short hops anymore, I'm now trying to get the fuck out of here.
Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
For a while, you know, bog standard orange type, I think. Yellow orange. There is another Sunday near, but it's 17,000 away, so bollocks to scanning you. Let's just
fuel scooping.
Forgot the fuel scoop.
Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Alright, well this is the last of the routes that I plotted. Let's hope that will then allow me to get out of here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Like your bog standard red dwarf.
Fuel scooping.
Not seen one of these for a while either. Nothing else here.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, get away from that. And while we're doing that, let's check where else I can go. Alright, that's going back into the nebula. Jesus, that looks like it's a bit of a dead end. Ah, what about you? I can select that one. Right, well rather than watch me do this rather boring trying to get away from here bit. I'll just be back when I know I'm definitely on the right track. So back in a bit. Right, one last look at the NGC 7822 Nebula there. Quite the place, even if I was sick of the sight of it by the end. No shortage of black holes. I found 20. I'm sure there are many more that I did not find, but it does look like I have got out of there, because I'm now seeing more and more routes, and I recognise the Altos designation as a way back. So right, we'll head to that one and I'll see if I can actually plot the first 1000 light years of the journey back to Nehet. Let's just check, how far do I have to go? 2,822 light years. Just a little bit to go. And I will have done over 7,000 light years by the time I get back.
3, 2, 1, engage.
And I did say that I was not going to be bothering with the Federation anymore, but I'll be arriving in Federation space long before I arrive in Imperial space. So fuck it, I may sell all my data to Federation, because I don't care what side I give it to, as long as they pay me. But I may even sell it to an independent on the very outskirts of populated space. Nothing else here. It's not a shame. Finish fuel scooping. And in the meantime, I shall be back when I've got the plorse cotted. Yeah, when I've got the plorse cotted. And when I've got the course plotted as well. Right, course is plotted. 43 jumps, and that will get me 989 light years on my way back towards Nehet. As you can see, it's a bit all over the place, but I am on my way back. So I'm going to end this video here. I'm probably going to upload it actually.
Drive charging.
And the next part will be, well, the journey back, if there is anything interesting, which is unlikely, but I mean, you never know.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And of course the all-important the selling of the data that I have accumulated. And of course there's the additional thing of what state will my ship be in on the way back, because surely my integrity is now so low that the health of my modules is going to start to suffer. Of course the first system I come to has a T-Tauri star in it, but nothing else of any interest. So there you go, that's this video then brought to an end. And I've also decided that I need a new ending to my vids. So I shall use the same ending as one of my greatest influences. So with that in mind, that's all we have time for this time. Now go away.